Hey everybody, we're very sorry for the delay in our videos. We spent the last 2 weeks getting some higher end devices in order to put out better quality content faster. As many of you have pointed out, our previous computer and mic were woefully under-equipped for the high standards of our viewers, so thank you very much for all the amazing criticism. We truly never thought this channel would grow this fast, so thank you so much, we love you. Another interesting event happened during our break was that a fan-made Facebook page got zucked by Zark Zuckerberg. This is really unfortunate and we hate seeing free speech crushed, but luckily we still have our Twitter, so follow us up, the link's in the description. Anyways, this video is about the most impressive excuse for an Occupy Democrats employee we've ever seen trying to make an argument about politics. So, enjoy!
I am Jesse Dollemore with the Occupy Democrats Report. Well, on Sunday, Iowa Congressman Steve King retweeted support of radical Muslim-hating right-wing Dutch politician Geert Wilders.
Geert Wilders is a successful politician and leader of the Dutch political party PVV, the same party that received the second most amount of votes in the recent 2017 elections. It is inappropriate and inaccurate to call the second largest political party in a nation radical, and will only serve to create further isolation between the Dutch people and the American people. Secondly, Geert Wilders is not a hater of Muslims. He simply understands that the ideals of Islam are contrary to Western ideals and they cannot coexist within the same societies peacefully. He understands the failure of multiculturalism and actively accepts it and campaigns for solutions, as we can see from his policies of not accepting refugees and criticizing Gulf states for accepting no refugees when they share common language, religion, and ideology. What is radical is your insistence to demonize and shun anyone that does not share your political ideology.
In his tweet, he wrote, Wilders understands that culture and demographics are our destiny. We can't restore our civilization with somebody else's babies.
In this tweet, Stephen King is wrong and correct at the same time. You can restore your nation with somebody else's babies, as long as those babies share the same values as the babies that would be born into your nation. In this case, they most definitely do not.
You baby secret, she whispers, just to you.
Allahu Akbar.
Western civilization and Western culture will not and cannot survive with a massive influx of Muslim refugees that hold the deep-seated beliefs of Sharia law and Islamic values. They will only bring crime, poverty, and hate, as we have already seen across Europe, especially in Geert Wilders' home country of Sweden.
Unquote. Which, of course, is a dog whistle for racists who think that interracial marriage and declining birth rates are contributing to what they call white genocide.
What's important is not the genocide of white skin, it's the genocide of Western values that have contributed to the most peaceful time in the history of the world. It doesn't matter if everyone in the country turns a different color like purple or green or black or brown. It matters that they're good people that will create a good society.
You've attempted to make this an issue of race without any basis or proof that those who you now depict as racist hold the ideology you claim. What you now have done is slander them, an occurrence all too common in left-wing journalism nowadays. They are discussing hostile ideologies, mainly Islam, a religion held by many people of every race, not one single race, that you can show racism towards. What you say is white genocide is not what they are saying. They are simply saying the true statement that mass migration is killing Western culture. Interracial marriage is an issue that you and you alone have brought up, perhaps projecting.
Look, Steve King not only has the support of his political ally, Donald Trump, he also has the support of his ideological ally, the former Grand Wizard of the KKK, David Duke, who, in a gleeful endorsement, retweeted King's tweet extolling how sane his racist thoughts were.
David Duke is a pawn that the left uses in an attempt to slander right-wing politicians. A quick look at David Duke's history will reveal that he has not been directly associated with the KKK for a long time, as he was removed by them for being a con man after stealing money from fundraisers in the 1970s, at which time he would spend over a decade as an outspoken Democrat. Just like you, Jesse. Since David Duke was unable to win an election in the last 30 years, he has now resorted to media stunts to stay relevant. He has done this through mainly endorsing prominent and popular Republicans and Democrats that are in the news. After seeing the wide variation of the ideology of people he supports, it becomes obvious he simply does it for the publicity and does not share the same ideology of any of these people.
For example, he has been acknowledged as a close friend of Hillary Dry Pussy Clinton and Bill the Rapist Clinton. But let's get off the topic of Monica Lewinsky.
Well, let's unpack this a bit because it's important. Donald Trump and the Republican Party have created a safe space political environment in our country where racists feel comfortable making their vile bigotry public.
Evidence, evidence, evidence. You've made a powerful assertion, but have failed to provide any real-life examples of real, concrete racism. Shave your neckbeard, lose some weight, and come back to reality.
Let's be clear here. We have a president who, while campaigning for office, had to be cajoled into denouncing the support of a terrorist organization like the KKK.
Now, sir, you have overstepped and insulted a personal hero of mine. Bernie Sanders has not been cajoled and has stood strong with the brutal and aggressive Black Lives Matter terrorist organization.
Donald Trump, Steve King, David Duke, and the rest of their kind are trying to create a white nationalist state in America. They dream of a time when America will be a white country for white people.
I'm going to say this one more time. Where is your evidence? You can't hide that like you hide your parents' disappointment that you're now a Facebook commentator for someone else's page.
With the help of white supremacists like Stephen Miller, Steve Bannon, and the Nazi haircut Richard Spencer.
Richard Spencer might be a bad guy, but he's also an easy target. So are you so stupid that you'd actually have to resort to attacking his appearance because you couldn't come up with anything else? Isn't it kind of a bad angle for you to go after you tubby dollar store Louis C.K. knockoff?
Jesse Dollar Store, Adolf Hitler, Pol Pot, Chancellor Mao, Joseph Stalin. I can list names together and pretend like they're all part of a group too. Although all of the people I just listed were hateful and evil, at least most of them were world leaders. Jesse Dollarmore.
I mean, they all have the same goals. The difference is they were actually able to carry theirs out. Jesse Dollar Store just ended up working as a Facebook commentator.
They hope to achieve their hate-fueled transformation of our nation very soon.
Yeah, fuck these guys. They're just trying to protect our country from a horde of women-beating, homosexual-killing Sharia law followers.
This is why staying active matters.
Then you should probably go for a jog.
This is why being politically involved matters.
For those that didn't get my last statement, I implied he should go for a jog, because he's fat.
If you want to hear more from Jesse Dollar Store, then you can check. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to tell you where to find him. If you want to see more of him, then unsubscribe and go away. Anyways, for all of you that don't want to see more of Jesse Dollar, whatever the fuck his name is, please subscribe to our channel, like, and comment. Make sure you hit the notification button so you don't miss a single one of our videos.
Subscribe to us if you think that this guy is the singularly least important person you've ever seen on a screen.